we are looking for angle X here. Now we're going to check who's going to be creating angle X, who's creating angle X, or who's protecting angle X. Who's protecting angle X? It's the minor PT here. So we'll come and say from B here up until to D here is protecting X, or it's forming, or it's subtending X again. Now, if we have PT, then already it means now we have a problem. Our PT is supposed to be divided into two parts now. So you have the minor one, and then you're also going to have the other one. And then if you don't have the colored pens as yet, you can write them as major and minor. So you come and say, okay, this one here is the minor. And then you come and say this one here is the major. Now, X is looking towards its protector, so it's minor PT. That's what we're saying again. Okay, now the angle that we have, let's go and look at the angle that we have. The angle that is given, which is angle at the center, angle 95. Who's protecting 95 or who's forming 95? Major PT or minor PT? It's protected by this one again here. So 95 is going to look towards its protector. So if 95 is looking towards its protector, so X and 95, they are both looking towards their protector. And then who's protecting them? We are saying is the minor what? Minor PT. Can you see that one again? So in other words, it means then we can say this one here is red, this one here is red, and then this one here is red. So they have that relation. Then we can say our 95, which is the angle at center, 95 is going to be equal to 2 times X. And then the reason is going to be angle at center is going to be equal to 2 times angle at circumference. Okay, so if we want to get X, we can divide by 2, divide by 2. And if we divide by 2 both sides, it says X is going to be 47,5 degrees. So our X is going to be 47,5 degrees. So we'll give you 1 mark for statement, 1 mark for the answer, and then one mark for the statement and reason. So you have 2 marks for this one. Now, what else are we looking for? We are looking for Y. Now we need to go and check who's creating Y. Come and check for Y here. Y is going to look towards its protector. So Y is looking towards what? The major or the minor? The major one here in our case is green again. Now, do we have any other angle which is also protected by the major one? We don't have it again. But we can look for it. How do we look for this angle here? We're going to look for this angle here because it's also going to be looking towards the major. Now, that angle, we're going to get it by saying, let's call it O1. They didn't say anything about it, so we'll give it a name. We'll say this here is O1. And then we'll then say O1 plus 95. This is going to be given as 360 degrees. And then the reason why we are saying this is because these are angles around a point. Or you can say, Gucci, it's angles in a revolution. Okay. Now, we can then get our O1. O1 is going to be given as 360 degrees minus 95. What is 360 degrees minus 95? 265 degrees. Then it's going to be 265 degrees. Then we'll give you 1 mark for this one and then 1 mark for this one. Then now it means you can come and say this one here is 265. Now, who's protecting 265? Major or minor? Major. Is there any other person who's protected by the major one? And then we also have another person who's protected by the major part is what is at the circumference, I guess. The other one is at the center, the other one is at the circumference. Then it means we can come and say, set it here. So we'll say we have 265 degrees, which is going to be given as 2y. Okay? What is the reason behind this? We'll say which we have an angle at center, which is going to be equal to 2 times angle at circumference. And then we'll get 1 mark for the statement and reason. And then if we divide both sides by 2, it says our y is going to be equal to, what is y? 130, 32,5. And then you get another mark here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you give your mark at 6. And then you come and do the following. As our activity, let's do the